Hi guys and welcome to another video. So I apologise for the delay in the content. I don't really get much time to play the game as much anymore. So the grind is actually real when I do get time. So today's video is going to be focusing on Yujin, specifically the ultimate version of Yujin. So let's jump into it. So we're going to go over to the Descendant modules. So the modules that we're using on this one here, which is Death by 1,000 Cuts, we're just using that one. And on this one we're using Proliferating Allergies, which we're going to be focused on quite heavily. Moving on to our next module, which is the Skill Expansion, which just gives a bigger range. Emergency Measures, because obviously this is a crit build. Non-attribute Specialist. Skill Insight. If you haven't got, I'm using this one just purely for the skill hit damage. If you do not have anything like that, then you could possibly use, it depends on what you're running, because I'm using the sword in this one. So you could possibly use this one when HP is at 50% or lower. Skill crit hit damage goes up by 59.7%. If you're using a weapon or so like a firearm or whatnot, you can use this one. However, with the Enlightened Mage that we are using, you do get a minus of 12% of firearm damage. However, this will just cancel that one out. Also, on landing a weapon crit hit damage, grants RK focus, skill critical hit damage at 46% for 15 seconds. So you could possibly use that one, but because I have this one, I'm just using this Ancestor module just purely for the critical hit damage. Mid-air maneuvering, which is a no-brainer. Not a lot of people use this. I've said that in my previous videos. Frontline, which is another crit module. I'm using HP amplification. Now you can use stim acceleration. If you don't have either or any of these, you can just use the HP module just to give you a little boost in HP. Skill conservation even. Again, it's just a crit mod. It gives you the crit hit damage, 115.4%. Focus on singular, because this mod converts, I believe, all of his abilities into singular, but we're just going to be focused on his second ability most of all. And then MP recovery, which is just going for the cooldown. So once you've done that, this is just my singular build. So now we're going to look at our sword. So I'm using the Hypernova. I will leave a video at the end of this just showing you how I use this. Don't use any other weapon, I just use this. And as you can see, our sockets are the melee weapon attack damage. I couldn't get a gold one, in fact I actually ran out. As I say, I haven't really been grinding the game as much. Melee weapon chill attack. I've got 2 of them just to freeze enemies so you don't get overrun, which helps out massively. Additional attack damage and weapon critical hit damage. Moving down, as you can see here, I've got weapon attack damage, additional attack chance, additional attack damage, and also melee weapon critical hit rate. So that's for that. So I'll jump into the modules now. As you can see, I have fast attack speed, which just increases the speed of the damage that you do. So the more damage more faster you can hit things, the more damage you do per second. The DPS. Lethal swing, which is melee weapon critical hit damage at 23.3%. Melee attack range modify at 5%, which we're mostly focusing on the crit hit damage. Moving on to hardened reinforcement. Again, this is just a melee attack damage, so it just increases your damage for the sword. Sword dance, melee weapon critical hit rate at 25.7% and attack speed modify at 5%. Again, just focusing on that crit hit rate. Keen edge, just focusing on the weapon damage and obviously the critical hit rate. Better insight, just for the crit rate at 38%. Chill enforcement, again, it's just focusing on the chill damage aspect, which I've got on the weapon. Chill priority, again, just the chill. You don't have to put these on there. These are just optional for my build, but it's entirely what you want to put on there. It's entirely up to yourselves. Increased range just gives me a bit more range modifier, and better con creation. So that's my build that I've got on there. So you're more than welcome to copy that build if you wish, or just mix it up and just try different things, or if you want to use a firearm. Moving on to our invasion reinforcements, I've just gone with focus on boost, obviously selective neurostimulation, so I use this on majority of my descendants, and obviously the HP is at 50% or lower, grants pain suppression. So they're the ones that I mainly use for most of my descendants, unless specifically needed for other things. Moving over to our arcade tuning. So I decided to put non-attribute corrosion on here, just for the trigger rate of 50%, duration of 10 seconds, max stat of 3, non-attribute skill power, which is 6.4%, and non-attribute skill power per stack at 6.4%. So that's the one that I'm particularly using there. And again, I've just literally focused on going for skill power, skill cost, and skill range, just to get that, your second ability to expand to more enemies in there. And then up here, I'll just put down for my cooldown, because I want to be able to get that as much as possible, and just a bit of skill damage. So that's my build there. Let's quickly just go on to what I've got on my reactor. So I've just got the skill affected range and skill crit hit rate. That's what I've opted for there. I've chosen to go for the Enlightened Mage set, complete set. So that increases my skill power at 6%. My firearms, as I said to you before, if you do choose a firearm and you choose the module which obviously increases your firearm attack, basically all that's doing is just leveling that out and just taking that away basically. When using a non-attribute skill, grants 1 stack of truth, up to 3 stacks for 15 seconds. So it's important that we put this on, and obviously the truth at 3 stacks, a non-attribute skill power at 84%, so it boosts that up massively. As for my fellow, I'm solely just using the German Shepherd, as this fellow automatically heals the descendant every 30 seconds. Because if you're doing this solo, like I have done, you are going to need HP, even though Yujin has the ability to heal himself, and obviously if you're in a party, to heal the people. So that's what I'm using. It's a decent build. There's obviously bigger and better builds out there, but this is my build, and I can do this comfortably, just under 6 minutes on my own in the new Breach missions that are on here. So I will leave a video at the end of this video, just to show you exactly what I do with this particular build. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I can get some more content out there for you. I do want to do one on Ajax, so hopefully that's going to be the next one. If not, it will be Valby. I have done one for Valby as well. I have got one in the bank. I just thought I'd get this one out there, and for you guys to enjoy. So I've been RGM. Hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. It helps out massively, and hope you have a lovely day. Peace.